It is Saturday the 13th of August, 8:45 in the morning. I was up at 7:30. I wanted to go to Redburn Country Park. We're in Redburn Country Park right now. Not going to stay in Redburn Country Park. Only way camped here last night. So we'll be going pretty soon. I'll come up here again some weekend just to do it, but I don't want to do it today. I want to, because of the heat that's coming later. Redburn Country Park is a lot of hill climbing. A lot of hill climbing on it. But this was my way camping spot last night. I've never parked this way before. I'll put it right over here. I came here years ago, it was all gravel for horse boxes. The main car park's got a height barrier on it. This is for horse boxes, and then they went and they tied it and all. And now you've got men's shed over there. And there's the council. I don't know if the council come up here. I've got men's shed over there now. There's no people's home in there. Well, that old people's home that's the original house. It would have been there. And the men's shed, they've got a bit of the walled garden, but it's all sealed off here now because you see all this fencing put up. They've got Japanese knotweed in there. Well, they must be storing a wee bit there, look. That's the men's shed moving in there. They've got the orange tape legs, they must have got they must be allowed to use a wee bit of it. There's a new sign here. This sign wasn't here before. Redburn House and Gardens. Redburn House was built in 1866 by the architect Lanyard and Lunn for Robert Grimshaw at Dunville. The family's wealth came from the ownership of the Royal Irish Distillery on the Falls Road in Belfast. The house had over 70 rooms. The adjacent separate wall courtyard and stable block with an elegant clock tower were added in 1879. The pleasure and kitchen gardens probably originated from this time and were extended in the Edwardian period. Heated glass houses, that's why when I get a greenhouse I'm always looking for the border. Heated glass houses produced exotic fruits and a large conservatory brought on flowers. There was a little tiled dairy producing butter and cream from the Jersey cows. So that's what the house looked like originally. So the old people's home is in there now. The main entrance. I don't see if this camera's getting it. That's what the house originally looked like. The main entrance. This is all new here. The sign doesn't look too new, but I've never seen it. I've been around here, I've never seen a sign. View of the gardens with the fountain and stables on the right. So that fountain, see behind the house is hull, you don't see the hull. Is that be behind? They must be standing up in the hull. Then stand up in the hull looking down on the yard, so the fountain's behind here. So you see how big it is. No, view of the garden from behind the stable showing the, hey, that's a big house, isn't it? View from the south. That's what they looked like. They had animals here. There you are, look. Zebra, tiger. Tiger enclosure still up there. Look at that there. There's a coloured photograph and the house is still intact. Redburn during the Second World War. In the Second World War, Redburn House was taken over by the US forces and then by Air Ministry as Women Auxiliary Air Force accommodation. Initially they were housed in nesting huts in the grounds. Never noticed the concrete bases for at least 2 huts can still be seen in the undergrowth across the path below the beech tree row. So I must look for that. The photo shows WAAFs on parade in front of Redburn House. Redburn and the Klein Chains. Violet lived at Redburn House until her death in 1940. Hello, pup. Lena, wee puppy down here, pet. You want to say hello? Hi there. Oh, look, Lena. Oh, I for wee walkies too. Oh, look. A bit of bum snuffing going on there. All right, Lena. They lived at Redburn House until her death in 1940. The Dunville family left various legacies, including the land for the Distillery Football Club, the John Spencer Dunville VC Trust for ex-servicemen and the Poor of Hollywood, and the Sorellas Trust. The whole estate was acquired by the Hollywood Urban Council. That's when things go wrong. Councils. In 1950. Over the years, part of the estate was sold, but plans to restore the big house came to nothing. Because they're always talking about things and doing nothing, wasting money. In the 1960s, Third Hollywood Scout Group held summer fetes in the grounds, as shown in the photo below. So that's when the council owned it then. 1972, like that house was intact. The estate is now Redburn Country Park, which is managed by Northern Ireland Environment NIEA. Work is in hand in partnership with NIEA to restore parts of the kitchen garden behind the stable yard, now home to Hollywood's men's shed, including reinstatement of part of the original wall and railing. They've already done that, but it's all blocked off with knotweed. Look at the shape of it there. Yeah, that probably wound up sitting Friday or something. A map of the house and gardens. We're not going to spend the whole day here, but no, I'm not going down this way. I was going this way, but you need to stay away from the men's shed. The men's shed, they've all done for wee wains. I know they must all have grandchildren. Other men's shed, they just go in the wee shed. Oh, this crowd here, they make stuff. A wee loon in there last year, already I've done a video on it. Wee brilliant the stuff to do, like. Well, I don't want her running around. But just me now, it's got a lot of visitors and take up this car park. Crawford's Burn, I was up at 7:30. I was up here and look at men's shed, try to run around it. You get an idea. So you can bring your wee wains up and all, like. It's brilliant. I've done a video last year, wee willow. I would say I'd put a link at the end, but I never mind. But there'll be tractors and everything around the corner. Some good stuff. But none of my pups are really too fussed going away up. Luna, she can do it, but not today. I want to get down to Crawford's Burn, because if I don't get down there, I won't get in, I won't get parked. And do the coastal walk. There's not much water in here, there's maybe one stream. It's drying up today. So that's the old wall garden they're using. They've got a wee seat now. And there's a wee shed they made of plastic bottles, a wee greenhouse out of plastic bottles. So there's a whole pile of stuff in there. Oh, them men in there are busy. I rushed in there, I camped in there last night at 10 o'clock, pitch dark. And you see me reversing into weeds and stuff. Normally I park up and down the ways and all, but I thought I'd try that way last night to see how it goes. Because you don't know how many cars are going to come in the morning. And you just sort of have to try and check there's no boulders in it, because it was very easy, I had a post or something. I did that in my old caravan, reversed up a hill. If you go down there now, that's the cemetery, just down below, a housing estate, and the old school was knocked down. I think it was a secondary school. They're building something else in there now, they haven't started, plans have gone, oh look at that there, they've got a big hall now. Plans have gone ahead now. I was chatting to one of the locals the last time I was here. And that's it. They started off as a big house, but you know they're big expensive now, like. That's part of Belfast, you just got a key down the road. Oh, they're beautiful acorns. My house is full of acorns. Aren't they beautiful? Perfect. So I'm going to try a wee bit of car camping, so I'm going to get my car converted over. I'm intending doing that. I'm going to the dentist now in a couple of days' time. So I splits my holiday up. I have to return home. And I'm going to get the car converted quickly. I'm not going to waste much time. Bought a toilet for it. I'll quickly get a bed made for it. I've got the blackouts. I'll get them cut and get them on. I'm going to try car camping. Weather like this, it'll be brilliant. But if it's lasting the rain, it's not going to work. There's how poo now, that's what I'm waiting on there. If it starts to rain, it's not going to be too good. So I'll use the caravan in the rain. But the car camping will be handy for coming to these woods up in Belfast. Lots of walks in Belfast, so if I get there's a big enough poo, I didn't have to look for it, but where should I do it now? Oh, there it is there. Well, then if I get this package lifted. So like I hear now, I could come up here in the car. Even if I was to come up on a Friday night, just straight up the motorway. If I come straight up the motorway, up the motorway 50 miles an hour, the car will do the 60 miles a gallon. And that gives me a weekend in Belfast. Lots of parks here. It's too expensive to own a caravan up just for 1 or 2 nights. So I just thought, there's the same sign again now. There's the original walls there, you see. They put up new railings. It's just a pity put on a plastic coating like, because that won't last, they have to repaint it. But they fixed it up like. And they did it the same way, the wee crest was on the inside the last time. But nice they kept the odd old one, like they weren't all completely done. And like you see they do things now, nothing matches up like. That doesn't match, the brackets are too high. Brackets should have been lower down like. But your boy that makes them doesn't come out here. And then they don't have the ball quality what I had years ago. You know, somebody's out by wee measuring tape and does a mistake. You know, why is there no bracket there like? There's a bracket there. And so it looks like it's a replica of the old one, but it's not the quality of the old one. The old one would have been made by a blacksmith and all like. He took ages banging the net and all, everything fit up when he did it. But last time I was here there was gaps and all, still there's gaps. See there, water's going to get in there. The old way they would have filled it up with lead. You put lead in it, you drop it in your own bar. That was it for life. Water's going to get in there and crack that. If you come back here in 20 years time, that stone's going to be busted. See, I told you so. Put that there. The thing's rusted. No. Where'd she go? So it's basically all up. Come on, we're going this way. We're going to Redburn today, Pet. Redburn's a lot of walking. We'll do the coast first, and then we'll do the woods. So Redburn's going to be a lot of walking today. But there's so much here that still belongs to the wee garden. There's wee steps and all go up. There's stuff is fine, but I didn't see the foundations of the nesting huts. When I was in, say main names, the forest park outside, the haunted house outside Larne, and when I see the greenhouses, first thing that comes to mind, you see 3 things the same. Would that be nesting huts from the army? Because most properties would take it over. But I asked a local and he says no. It was always used as a hospital. They used the hospital during the war. And that's probably why then it was donated. He didn't mention that in the history right now. So the family lived there for 40 years, but there's the wee steps there, look. This stone's perfect. You see, if you left that stone now and took out the reclamation yard, people would pay big money for that, you know. They put it in their garden, that's better than out concrete. And it's lying there in the original place, and nobody cares about it. The NIEA, they're interested in the foliage, the wildlife, that's why they're here. The National Trust, they're interested in buildings, but they're only interested in buildings if it's got a fancy bit of Italian plaster or something like that. And these things like them, these steps get left out. There's still old gates in all them gardens. And they got them, look, she's in it. No, where are you, Pet? Where are you? Look at this here, look. There's a bit of metal over there, like. What's this here? There's a wee bit of a boundary fence here. There's a wee need to go among the trees. Look, see the steps here now, look. So you imagine the original house and it had the fountain. I showed the fountain on it. So you can guarantee that them steps are lined up with a door and the original house. It's part of their garden. Oh, there's steps there. See the steps? Look at this here, look. There's a wee gate. There's a wee gate on there. That's another gate. That is a gate. There's 2 gates. That there's hands. Look at that there, boy. Look. That there's him. That tree there shows how last time that gate was used there, doesn't it? So if that wee tree hadn't have been there, that wee thing would have been flattened the same as the rest of the fence. There's a fence here, like. There's a wee corner. I didn't see that before. There's always more to discover, isn't there? There's a wee bit of rusty thing there. What's that after? I don't know. Maybe there's food in there. So that means them steps is wider. You think we narrow steps? Them trees is growing out of them steps. Them steps is wide, like where's them other steps we come up? Them out of. So that is the same steps. You see how wide they are here? How doing? I've just noticed a wee gate on there.
Alright.
You see the width of these steps here?
Yes.
The wee that tree is right on the gate and it still opens.
Right. You know there's a big gate too?
I know years ago was on there was a big gate around peeling the trees. You can't get at it now.
Aye.
But I've never noticed this before.
The steps?
I was reading the wee sign there and it shows the house and the wee
Yeah.
fountain and all like. But the wee gate's just sitting there. Just sitting there.
What do you think? And steps too?
Aye, so them steps to the full width.
Uh-huh.
And there's the fence line there. So they had a wee wire fence running along.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
I'm sure you've seen the pond, the circular pond.
No.
Have you not?
There's a circular thing over there, like I don't know what, is that a well or what is it?
Where is it?
Isn't there, where would it be now?
No, I don't know where it is. Presumably when they've put the fence up, they have kept the pond inside it,
Right.
inside the fence. But there's a circular pond, you know, maybe 12 foot in diameter.
I haven't seen that.
And it's, you know, it's the edging of it is absolutely perfect. It's
Definitely haven't seen that.
it's absolutely beautiful.
I showed in the photograph like a big fountain. So you think is that it?
Well, I haven't looked at the photograph. I have to be honest.
I never
with you.
noticed them signs before. Are they new or what?
I don't know.
They don't, they don't
no,
look new, but I haven't noticed them.
No, they're not new, but the stuff that's on them they might have added to it from the start.
Because I'm looking at the panel. The actual frame doesn't look new, but I haven't seen the information in them before.
Yes, the information might be new. But there is a beautiful circular pond.
That's grand. I'll take a wee look at it.
It's a long time since I've done it, but now that I'm telling you about it, I'm going to have to do it myself.
That's grand. Thank you very much. I'll have to look at that pond sometime, innit? Alright. Take a wee look at this photograph, get a rough idea where it is again. 12 foot in diameter. There's the gates in there now. So you can see the gates over there. The gates are pretty good, like big high gates in the garden. And part of that fence was, so there you are, look. That wee gate and fence would line up, you know. There's your wall garden. I don't know if the garden's here, if we can. I love history, like I love it. Like a wee treasure hunt. Like a wee treasure hunt sort of. So there the backyard. All showing the front and all. There's that back there, but you know, there's the pond there. That's the pond he's talking about. You see, the thing is, everything looks flat there. There's a hole. There's a hole there. I'm not seeing no steps. You need to look the other side to see the steps. But it makes sense. The steps, the pond would go up there, wouldn't it? Up a straight line. How do you know? That's hard to tell, isn't it? Fountain. House, fountain. It's not showing paths. There's paths there. So the paths are not near. The fountain's on its own. The fountain's not near a path. You know the best way is to get that? To go by the gardens and all. See if you found the walled garden. If you had the map in the walled garden, you would get it. There's so many outhouses too. But the pond is the side up here. I think we're going out now. We're going to Redburn. I'll look at the mass, that's all I think the mass said about. Right, look at going. There's maybe white camping spot for the night there, like. Did the job, like, does the job. Thing is, I can come up here and it's going to be, I say I come up at 10 o'clock. I come up too early, the bigger ones here. A wee bit of hassle to park here. I got that up, it's just a wee bit low in the back, a wee bit low. I put a wee bit of wood under there. At the same time, I was coming down the ramp this side, because when I was on up here, that side was low. So I wanted to move on back, put the ramp down. By the time I put the ramp, that side was too high. So I need to get that side down, get the other side up, and try and get the back in. Oh, it was complicated. Complicated. It wasn't the easiest part, but if I come next time, just slope it a wee bit that way and that way. It's just a wee bit awkward. I'll get these off the ramps now. Turn the gas off. We'll do Redburn again. I'll be back. Redburn is a good wee park for her. I'll come here in the autumn. Love it in the autumn. The only thing is the autumn is dark early then. Look at that there, boys. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Live on camera. £2. Look at that, boys, hey? Look at that. Hey, that's a cheap holly I'm getting this year, I tell you. £2. That was good. It's expensive keeping linen, you know.